Hello friends, it's me again. I know you were missing me and wondering when in the world is Miss Cardwell going to do another math video, because I need another math video. I'm sitting here watching TV and listening to music, but what I really need is a math video. Well, have no fear, guys. Miss Cardwell is here. And we're going to talk about beginning graphing. Now, I can hear you. I can hear you. And you're saying, Miss Cardwell, we know how to do this. Why do we need this? Why do we need to do this if we already know how to do this? And just like I always say to you in class, I'll say to you now, because we need to refresh our minds and we need to start from the beginning and not the middle of a task. So, we're starting from the beginning. That's why I called it beginning graphing. I'm having fun today. First, we're going to look at a horizontal number line. We've talked about number lines before. We've seen number lines before. We've used number lines before. We've talked about how the 0 is in the center and off to the right are positive numbers and off to the left are negative numbers. So what it wants you to do today, and what it's going to want you to do in your IXL, is to graph a 6 on the horizontal number line. Well, if it says to graph a 6 on the horizontal number line, all it's wanting you to do is put a dot on the 6. Why did I choose that 6 instead of that one? Well, because this one's positive, and it asks for a positive. This one over here is negative. This one says graph a -5 on the horizontal number line. I bet that means I go to the negative side. What do you think? So I'll go to the -5, and I'll just put a simple dot. Is that too hard? No. My cat even said no, if you heard her. Graph a 3 on the vertical number line. You know that the vertical number line is called Y. The horizontal number line that we just looked at is called X. So it says to graph a 3. Let's write that back. 3 is going to be positive, so we will go up 3, starting at the 0, 1, 2, 3, and we'll just put a dot. Graph a -8 on the vertical number line. Negative is going to be down, below the 0, so we'll go down to a -8, and we will simply put a dot. When you open up your IXL and you do these and it asks these questions, that is all they expect from you, just to put a dot on the number that they ask for. The next assignment that you will have in IXL asks you to find the coordinates for dots that they've already placed there. So I wrote this like this so that it will remind you that the X comes first and the Y comes second. Now, if we look at point A, which I put in quadrant 1, you remember that from the other day. A is in quadrant 1, and we're going to find X first, so we'll go to the X axis, and we'll count over until we come to the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to go up that line to the dot, and you will look at Y, and that is 3. So it's going to be, the X will be 4, and the Y, you can see, is 3. Let's look at B. You will look at the X-axis first, and B is going to, you follow the line down, and it is -3 on the X-axis, -3. On the Y-axis, B is +5. come down to C, which is in quadrant 3. You will do x-axis first, follow the dot, the line from the dot up, and it's -3. If you follow the dot over, you will see that it's -2. Remember, quadrant 3 is the one where both x and y are negative. In quadrant 4, for the x-axis, if you'll notice, on the x-axis you will come over 1, 2, 3. So x is 3. But does the y-axis, does it go anywhere on the y-axis? No, it doesn't go up or down. It's right there on the 0. So for y, you will put 0. And those are the coordinates for the dots on your coordinate plane. Now, on IXL, what it's going to say is it's going to say there are objects on the coordinate plane, and you are supposed to find the coordinates. So, your 3 assignments that I will give you is number 1, integers on the number line, graphing integers on the number line, and objects on a coordinate plane. And one more little message down here. I sure do miss you guys. Bye.